Okay, so I was just saying, my name's Sabrina. I've been teaching rebounding for about 10 years now. I am most passionate about teaching beginners, people who are new to trampoline, because it is, there's so much you can do with it. And it is truly, I think, one of the most beneficial fitness, health, wellness tools out there. So the lymphatic bounce is something that literally any age, any person, any skill level can do. And it's going to get your entire lymphatic system going, clear toxins out of the body. This is something that if you do for 2 to 5 minutes a day, you can have, anybody in your life who, no matter the age, anybody can do this. So you're going to start by just standing on the trampoline. You want your feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance. So I'm on a 39-inch trampoline right now. This is the Jump Sport 350 Pro. Most trampolines, the small size is about 39 or 40 inches. The larger ones are maybe like 44 or 48 inches. So a little bit wider than shoulders. Bend your knees just a little bit. Hinge a little bit forward at the hip. And your chest is up, shoulders are back and down. So this is kind of your basic stance. And then all you're going to do, you're not even lifting your feet off the mat. You're just going to press down into the mat. So just think of pressing down, 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 down. And it's almost hard to go that slow because when you press down, the rebounder presses your feet back up. So this down motion is what we're going for. You want to keep your feet flat. So if you feel like you're going into your toes or more into your heels, the weight, try to even out your feet so that you're pressing down with completely flat feet onto the mat. And then let your arms just hang by your sides. Okay, so you know how when you walk, your arms kind of naturally go front and back? Just let your arms naturally swing front and back with every downbeat. Try to swing them together, so both front, both back, both front, both back. Good. And then you can do this and change the arms any way you'd like. So it's a little bit of brain work, but you can do arms opposite. You can do both arms up overhead and down. And you can do that half time or full time. Full speed is actually pretty fast. It's tough. You can do arms here at your chest and then make a T out and in. Good. You can swing your arms around to the sides and just kind of gently bounce whatever speed, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and then whatever you want to do. So you can literally do anything as long as you just have this motion going. This is the lymphatic bounce or the health bounce. About 2 to 5 minutes a day is really all you need of that. You could do it in the morning, right when you get out of bed, and it's just going to get everything flowing. So here's now something, if let's say you have a leg issue or a balance issue or something where you can't do that, you can actually get the same benefit sitting and bouncing. So it's really just about getting that bounce going. You can have your feet on the ground. You can also, it's a little bit harder, but you can actually lift your feet up and get that bounce going. So this is something you can do watching TV. You can do, you can do it any time of day. If you work at your desk at home, take 2 minutes and just go bounce on the trampoline. All right, so any questions on the lymphatic bounce? No? Okay, thumbs up, we're all good. So let's then move on to the basic bounce, which is kind of the core move that you'd use in more of a cardio class. So for the basic bounce, you're still thinking of going down into the mat. Everything that you're thinking is about pressing down, 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 down. What you're going to start to do is press down so hard that your feet start to come off of the mat, but your thought is always on the down, 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 down. So the mat is what's bringing you up. You really don't have to think at all about jumping up. That's the first thing. Second thing, think of a really low ceiling that's almost at the height of your head. So if you're just kind of doing the lymphatic bounce, gently bouncing around, see how my whole body is moving up and down? When I get into the basic bounce and really have the right form for more of a cardio class, watch my head. My ceiling and upper body basically stop moving, and you're basically moving from the hips down. So it's almost, I'll show it from the side too. So you're hinging at the hip, lean a little bit forward so that you don't fall back. And it's almost like your thighs are coming up to your hands. If your hands were right in front of you, you want your toes to be parallel. So they're like train tracks. Knees are parallel right over your toes. It's so much to think about for such a simple looking move. And we do it in so many classes. So that is the basic bounce right here. And then basic bounce, just like the lymphatic bounce, you can add arms, pressing up, all kinds of arms. We're gonna do one more move here, and then we'll just kind of have any questions, recap, and go into the beginner class. So jacks is the next move, like jumping jacks. Instead of straight down here, our feet are gonna go in and out. So first, just try doing that comfortably, whatever speed, jumping in and out. Our whole body, see my whole body's moving up and down. This is fun. I feel like a kid. Woohoo! Okay, now when we get into form, that ceiling comes down. Nothing moves, or as little moves as possible from the waist up. And it's really just your legs going in and out. And then you can decide how hard you want to make it. So you can, literally anyone, you could take a beginner class and make it extreme hard level if you're here, right? And someone else is maybe right here. So it's really not about, how complicated the moves are or anything like that. It's really just, once you know this simple form, you can take it into any class, make any class as hard as you want, and you're not going to get injured, because if you have this alignment, your joints are going to be protected and you can go as hard as you like. And the harder you go, I've posted this in the group a few times, that is how you're going to build bone density. So you have to have impact with the mat to build that bone density. You can do that here. You can jog comfortably, or you can sprint as hard as you're gonna go. It's a similar idea. It's like if you're jogging or sprinting, we're all on the same trampoline. No, there's no competition with anyone else. So just you decide if you want to be here or if you want to be here. And that's the only difference. So one more time, I'll just recap that lymphatic bounce, because I think it's so important. And this is really all I do for about 5 minutes every day. And then I just add on some other things. Just this is what I do for about 5 minutes a day. The simple lymphatic bounce, I make sure my feet are flat. I know a lot of people think that we're going up on our toes. I'm not going up on my toes. I'm really just pressing down. I'm almost doing like a baby basic bounce and letting myself swing up and down. And you can also do this for the lymphatic bounce. You can let your feet come a little bit up And it's just that comfy tempo, relaxing speed. Let your arms do whatever they want to do. And that's it. Awesome job. Let's see. We have about 15 minutes. I'm going to pause this recording. And then if anybody has any questions or wants to learn any other moves before we go into the class.